All right, we have an emergency job going on right here, right now. I got an hour to get this done. This right here, this bearing spun. So they got a new bearing on here, but this spun and ruined the shaft. Well, I don't want to make a whole new shaft. It's quite complicated, which I could do it, but it would take me a couple hours. It would take me all day. We need to get this done right now. So that means we are going to spray weld this thing. It'll be kind of fun. So before I start talking, I'm gonna get things lit up. It just uses your standard torch. Nothing fancy there, but it uses a whole lot of gas and a whole lot of heat, and it's a real mess. So I'm gonna get this started and then explain things to you while I work. So first off, turn on the gas, get my heat, my flame going, and then you're gonna put this to a nice neutral flame. Neutral meaning no smoke, but not too much fuel. And then I need more oxygen pressure. It's looking like 20 pounds is what I'm gonna need. Right there. So now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm heating this up, and this one, I actually do wear eye protection. We're gonna get this thing crazy hot. It needs to be glowing orange. And what this is in here, let me spin this way, make sure you can see that. This is a little tube, little bottle, and it actually has a powder in here. So it's a spray powder. And so this is a Victor kit that you can put onto your existing torch. And so this is a 25 hardness, I think, SP25. This is my most used powder. This is gonna be used for something like this where I need to remachine the shaft to fit. And yeah, so it's just a really fine powder in here. So we're gonna get this thing real hot. So the idea is you're warming up this metal, and when you spray the powder on there, it's gonna push that powder and then it's gonna weld into it. If I use a regular welder, it's really hard and it's not easy to machine, but in this case, this one's not so bad. Oh, actually, I messed up. I have the tool upside down. It's been a while since I've done this. Sorry, I made a mistake. The bottle has to go up top. I was getting nothing coming out. So then when I press this button, well, let me get it warmed up again. Okay, now we're ready to go. You can kind of see I'm pressing this button and the flame changes. That's because a powder's getting mixed in there. And here's another angle. GoPro's probably not too good at this. So I'll show you when it's all dry on what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Now we're done. It is glowing red hot. This thing is ridiculously hot. So what I did is I filled in all of that chopped up material. Now we're gonna let it sit for a while, cool off, and then we'll get it in the lathe. Shaft is in the lathe. I got quite a bit sticking out into the head of the lathe and a live center holding it to make sure that everything stays straight. And I've got a roughing tool in here. That's going to remove most of the material. And when we get closer, I'll do finishing pass. Roughing pretty much done. I'm gonna put on my finishing tool. And I'm gonna take a skim cut, and then I'm gonna check my measurements. I have a DRO with all my offsets preset, but I like to make sure. Also, another reason why I didn't just make a new shaft, everything's metric. That would have meant I would have had to get a metric shaft and all of that stuff to save some time. So it's not the prettiest look, I get that, but we're just trying to get this done and out of here as fast as possible, because every minute that this machine sits down, customers losing money. So our offset, we're 1 thousandths larger than we're supposed to be. So it means I'll go 1 thousandths deeper than what my DRO says. Seven five. We'll go 574. So we should be right around where we need to be. And I think we're going to finish the rest of it off with sandpaper. We're exactly where we need to be. Should slide right on. All right, let's get this all blended so it's all one piece and at the right measurement. All right, let's see if the bearing fits. It's always nice when that does. Yep. Don't you just love it when you nail it the first try? There we go, our part is done. It is got some spots, it's got some low spots in there, but in the end it's holding a bearing. That is fine. This is good enough to get the customer going. So there it is. That's yeah, spray welding a shaft and making things work the way I can. And also, help me out, my wife says my beard's too long. Comment, tell her that it looks good. Thanks. See you guys on the next one.